Hello everyone, good afternoon. Dear authors and invited guests, welcome to Technical Session 4D. Myself Tanish Virmani and this session would be moderated by me. On behalf of Global Knowledge Research Foundation and GR Scholastic, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the International Conference on Technological Intelligence and Business Strategies TIBS 2026 Manila, Philippines. This conference is being organized in a hybrid mode. The physical event was held yesterday in Manila, Philippines, and the virtual event is being held through Zoom from 23rd to 24th June 2026. I hope you will all enjoy the knowledgeable and interactive sessions throughout the day. In these sessions, we have 8 presentations. Each presenter will be given 12 minutes for the presentation and 3 minutes for the question and answer. After 10 minutes, I will raise a gentle reminder for the same. There is another request to all the participants that you all stay connected with us till the closing remarks. If you have any queries or updates, then you may write us in the chat box. And I would also like to introduce you to the session chair. The session chair for is Dr. Shri Brahmantoro. Yeah, he is an associate professor and deputy head of the management doctoral program at Business School, Nusantara University, Indonesia. With over 20 years of experience in academia and consulting, he specializes in strategic management, marketing, entrepreneurship, innovation, and consumer behavior. He is an accomplished researcher, educator, and author with significant contributions to teaching, scholarly research, and industry practice. We also have Dr. Ashish Patel, who is an associate professor at Parul University of Pharmacy, Gujarat, India, with a robust background in organic, medicinal, and analytical chemistry. His research focuses on developing anti-cancer, anti-diabetic, and anti-Alzheimer's agents. Dr. Patel has authored 69 publications in prominent journals, co-authored multiple book chapters, and is a patent holder. Would love to have some words from you, sir.
Okay, good evening, all of you. My name is Sri Brahmantor Abdinagoro. You can say Bram or Abdinagoro. Yes, I am right now is a deputy head of management doctoral program in the Binus University Business School. I hope you enjoy this seminar conference and enjoy it. Thank you. Good evening.
Thank you, sir.
Hello everyone. Good evening. Welcome to International Conference on Technology, Intelligence and Business Strategies. I hope you are enjoying this conference and you're upgrading your knowledge. And definitely, whatever knowledge you will get from this conference, it will utilize in your professional journey. So, best of luck. We can start the session.
Thank you so much, sir. Would like to call the first presenter, Sambram Patnayak, for the paper title Artificial Intelligence in High-End Cameras, Enhancing Autofocus, Exposure and Image Processing.
Hi, sir. I hope I am audible. Let me share, please.
Yes, sir. You're audible.
Participants, share screen. Is it visible, sir, my presentation?
Yes, sir. It is visible.
Okay, great. Good afternoon here in Dubai. So, my distinguished panelist and the respected chairs, my name is Samram. I am from Amity University, Dubai. And today my topic is artificial intelligence in high-end cameras, enhancing especially the autofocus, exposure, and image processing. My paper ID is 531, along with my co-authors, Dr. Pallavi Mishra from Amity University, Rajasthan, and Dr. Ruhi and Dr. Prachi is from Amity University, Dubai. As we know that the paradigm shift on imaging has been gone from analog to digital, there are many problems we face with the digital camera, the digital sensors, how the exposure works. It's not like that how human beings previously we used to manually adjust everything according to our choice. But the moment AI has taken place, there are many errors and there are many challenges we face. Especially that when you are going for the high resolution images, it is a 4K, 8K, or 16K. And the creative liberation has gone down in terms of AI, because the human being, the way they think, they decide what to focus, what to be out of focus, which is not available in the new technologies. And the real-time edge computing, previously what we used to do, and the way we are using the camera now, it is completely different, because now this is everything is the computational, and we play with the bits and bytes. And then last, we have discussed something called the technical versus the creative paradox, that how technical and creative will need to work together for a successful production. Our objectives are, we have evaluated the autofocus performance in the DSLR camera and the cinema cameras. We have analyzed the exposure control effectiveness. We wanted to see that how, when the exposure control is done by AI and human being, what is the gap in between, and how much they come to the closer. And we assess subject detection and tracking. There are something called autofocus which we do, and we wanted to see that how whether it's tracking properly or not. Then we have investigated workflow impact, that how the production process goes, starting from the pre-production, production, and post-production. And again, we wanted to balance the automatic system with the artistry information in any of these productions. The methodology what we have used is the hybrid research approach we have used. The primary quantitative experimental data we have taken from our studio, and the secondary we have technical synthesis you have taken is from the manufacturer side. And the primary testings was done in our studio, which is the control acoustic environment studio. And we did all our testings over here, so that outside light cannot come in, do not disturb any kind of sound. That is what we have done. And we have compared AI-driven eye priority autofocus against a professional manual focus puller across 10 trials. We have taken 10 number of trials to find out that which the comparison between the AI-driven and manual focus, which is the best. Audience perception and evaluation, we have also spoken to the audience of a film, that when they watch, what do they feel any differences or not. Then finally, we have done an empirical data extraction from the manufacturer side and from our side. So now, as there is a rise of computational cinematography, previously what was happening is we used to see from the camera and we adjust the brightness, contrast, the white balance. But if you see this image, now we are playing with all the numbers. And how the numbers is, take an example, what is the primary color value of red, green, blue, everything we mention over here. And we can see from the color wheel of from here. And how it goes from the measure the distance between the focal plane to the subject and to the background. Everything we are getting with a value of digital. So this is where the computation plays a central role in image creation. So the major comparison between the AI-driven and traditional technical performance is the autofocus. Autofocus is a phase that contrast detection plus manual pulling. Previously, we used to do the manual, we used to adjust the focus. And but AI-driven, we found out that the deep learning based, you only select 2 points by touching the viewfinder, then focusing will be automatically, it will be done. And we find out this is a good impact, and we says that 98% hit rate we find out in terms of the significant reduction in focus acquisition latency, 90-80% on moving eyes. And the exposure, we get the center weighted average metering in the traditional, and the AI driven, we find out that semantic scene detection and pixel modulation. So this is somewhere where the AI driven has gone down a little bit in comparison to the traditional method. Then tracking, this is one of, another thing is the tracking, when the camera tracks and it follow the focus to the same character which is appearing in front of the camera. But however, this is manual is the better one, we find out. And predictive spatial temporal tracking problem happens if any other character comes in front of the first character, then it shifts the tracking. And the processing is the standard digital signal processing is the manual way. And in the AI driven, they have something called edge AI, is a neutral processing units they use. What we have done is, how we have calculated with the algorithm steps is, we find out this algorithm is the first, we taken the find out the updated exposure. What was the previous exposure that we have given the old plus target brightness, and measured illuminance for the adjustment rating that we have done. And this is how the steps you first we capture the current image frame, compute the average luminance of the scene, then compare it with target brightness value, the first one which you are taken with the average luminance and the brightness value. We wanted to measure the brightness value in terms of the exposure, and which is directly coming from the sensor. And all these methods we have used our raw images, so that it keeps the metadata solid with it. And if the image is too bright, reduce exposure time or grain, repeat until the brightness is close to the target. So we use a color checker to find out the exposure level, high or low. Then what we found in this is content our exposure with scene analysis. The histogram based auto exposure that gives us the main idea of overall brightness distribution. And this is very fast and simple. And limitation is very weak when it's come to backlit scenes, means whenever you want to give a silhouette kind of scene, this is what the problem we face. Then the next one is the content hour exposure, which says the prioritize faces or key regions. And this is the good thing, you will find out the better subject detail. And this is depends, the limitation depends on the detection accuracy, that how fast you are moving the camera. Reinforcement learning learns exposure policy from the feedback, whatever feedback in terms of the metadata. And it is adaptive and efficient, needs training and tuning to match with this kind of technology. Neural exposure prediction predicts optimal settings for image quality. And the advantage is the strong performance in complex scenes. This is more complex, computational complex, because this plays with the bits and bytes with the numbers. And this is what we have illustrated, a simplified workflow, that how the workflow is have done for the research. This is the scene, and that first goes to the image sensor. And this here we are using the RGW image sensor, which is red, green, blue, and white sensor. And it goes to the AI processing edge unit. As from the noise, it do the denoise, then the features, then it detects the face. Then it goes to output of the edge decision. This is that which is the subject where need to be focused. And this is how the key benefits we found the key benefit is the low latency, reduced bandwidth, and low power. So this is intelligent imaging for next generation visual media, which is already there in the AI inbuilt driven cameras, which is available now. And for the exposure, what we have done is, again, we have taken the same scene with the image sensor capture. It is the same sensor we use for the RGBW, then the feature extraction. And these features are analyzed using AI models to identify subjects and predict the optimal focus position. Depending upon that, what is the distance between the focus to the subject, and the lens automatically do the adjustment with the supersonic motor control. And that is what we get when it's autofocus, you get a sharp focused image. And how we did our experiment is, our experiment started with the AI assisted autofocus system, where the camera first captures scene data and extracts visual visual features such as edge and contrast. Then it goes to the AI processing unit. And after AI processing unit, it goes to the autofocus decision engine to see that which where the user has pressed the fingerprint so that they will focus on the particular that part. Then move to the lens control, and finally it captured the output images, and the storage device is either the memory card or SSD. That is what goes and stores at the end. And
Excuse
what
me,
we
sir.
found
It's
is,
just a reminder that the
yes, sir, this is the
presentation
last
time.
slide,
Yeah,
sir.
you may conclude.
Yes, sir. The findings of the research integrating artificial intelligence into high-end camera systems has significantly improved modern imaging by enhancing autofocus, exposure control, and image processing. And the results, which demonstrated better focus accuracy, faster response times, and reliable subject tracking, even in challenging conditions such as low light and motions. Previously, we used to have a lot of difficulties to focus in a low light because we have first will put the lit, they will focus, then we'll switch off the lit. But that is not required in this. That is one of this advantage we found in our research. And it is also highlighted that how the automation with creative control, creative ideas, and the technology can go side by side to find out a good replacement of the artistic decision making in any kind of television and film productions. Yeah, I am done. Thank you, sirs. And if there is, I'd love to take if there is any questions, please, doctors.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Patanayak. I have two questions for you.
Yes, sir.
Number one is what's with the a simple word, yeah? What is the new in your research? New, yeah.
Okay. Okay, sir. What do we, you finish, sir? Shall I continue? Or?
And one question is uh, for your expectation that is implement work in any camera or in mobile phone if possible.
No, sir, the mobile phones are not possible. The only reason is the lens size is very small, and we don't
Mm,
have much more control on that. That is the
I see.
one problem with the mobile cameras. But the way the technology going up, I'm sure that will come. But for this research, you have taken specially the cinema camera and the high-end digital SLR cameras we have taken, which has the AI feature in this. So, as a person who spent more than 2 decades using manual settings, and now I'm seeing the AI. So I wanted to compare what is the difference between these two and how whether it's helping me or not to tell the creative storytelling. So this is what we found, and the new thing which found is AI autofocuses is the good autofocus, and the exposures are really matters with the new technology available.
Okay, thank you. Impressive.
Thank you very much, sir.
Well, hello.
Yes,
Yes, yes,
sir.
Dr. Ashish, we can hear you, sir.
Okay, okay. Very nice work, and your team done very good job. Uh, for feature extraction, which model you use? A CNN?
Which, yes, sir. That is the that the Sony cameras have the same model which is been inbuilt in the camera, sir.
Okay. So, only one minor query. When
Yes,
we
sir.
extract the features, suppose the whatever features we extract or we capture the image. Suppose it sometime AI may create some wrong image or not proper image what we require. So how you resolve that trouble, the
Sir,
problem?
we don't generate the images. What we do is we capture the image through the camera, and after
Okay.
capturing, sir, while capturing, sir, we use something called light meter to know that what is the luminance of this and what is the brightness contrast available at that time. Then after the post production, at the time of post production, we measure that values. If that value goes plus minus 5, then it is the best one. If it goes more than
Okay.
that, then again you need to rework on that.
Okay. 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 Got it. Got it. So you like that you follow the process.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. That is a general cinema and film we follow, sir.
Okay. Okay. And this trial you have taken, okay.
Yes, sir.
Uh, For how many objects?
Sir, we have taken four objects, two indoor, two outdoor. One is the living things, one is the non-living things we have taken. Because sir, in
Okay.
that will be my next paper, sir, which I'll be working on that. Sir, what happens is on the facial expression don't happens. There is something called the smile detection. I wanted to do the up to how much if you will open the face will be open, then will detection will work. So that is the second one we are working. That is what we have taken a human being in this also. Total two shots indoor, two shots outdoor.
Okay, got it, got it. Okay. Nice work. You can continue, and this, this can be very much helpful to the society also.
Yes, sir. I
So
am planning to do that, sir, for next.
let's hope for the best. Okay.
Thank you,
Thank you.
doctor.
Best
Thank you,
of luck.
doctor.
Best of luck.
Thank you, doctor.
Thank you so much for the presentation. The next presenter I would like to call is Amal Azarwal for the paper title Educational Information System, Artificial Intelligence and Allocative Efficiency Toward Performance-Based Educational Governance in Morocco. Yes, you may
Good
start.
afternoon.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. It's visible,
Yes,
my
ma'am.
presentation?
Yes, it's visible. You may.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for attending this presentation. My name is Amal Azarwal. Over the past 30 years, Morocco has invested significant research in educational reforms. Despite these efforts, important challenges remain, including school dropouts, territorial disparities, and even educational outcomes. This situation raises government's paradox. Increasing expenditure does not automatically generate better results. Therefore, this study seeks to answer the following question: how can the integration of artificial intelligence into educational management information system improve allocative efficiency and support performance-based governance? This figure illustrates the conceptual architecture of an educational management information system. The system collects information from multiple sources, including students, teachers, schools, financial resources, and learning outcomes. These data are processed, integrated, and analyzed before being used by decision makers at different administrative levels. The ultimate objective is to support planning, research allocation, monitoring, evaluation, transparency, and accountability. The study adopts a qualitative and exploratory approach. First, we conducted documentality analysis based on official reports and academic publication related to educational governance in Morocco. Second, we relate on field observation and exchange with planning official working within schools, regional academics, and provincial directorate, particularly in the Marrakesh-Safi region. This combination, allowed us to identify the principal weakness affecting the current educational information system. The documentality analysis and the field observation reveal conversions of funding. Several reports point to fragmented databases, weak interoperability between platforms, governments deficiencies, and inconsistencies between official data and field relativity. Together, this issue reduces the reliability of educational information and weaken evidence-based decision making. This figure summarizes the three main structural limitations identified in the study. The first, cancer data fragmentation and inconsistency. The second, related to the lack of strategic governance and interoperability. The third concern analytical and organizational weaknesses resulting from the underutilization of available data. This limitation led to inefficient planning, suboptimal allocation decision, and reduced allocative efficiency. Why artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence offers opportunity to address some of these challenges. By processing large volume of data, AI can identify patterns, generate forecasts, and support more informed decision. Rather than replacing human decision makers, AI strengthens the analytical capability of educational administration and supports evidence-based governance. One of the most promising applications of intelligence artificial concerns the early detection of school drought risks. Educational institutions generate large amounts of information related to attendance, academic performance, socio-economic condition, and students' educational trajectories. By analyzing these indicators simultaneously, AI system can help identify vulnerable students before drop occurring. This predictive approach allows educational authorities to implement targeted pedagogical, social, and psychological support monitoring at an early stage. As a result, intervention become more effective, research can be adopted more efficiently, and educational inequalities may be reduced. This figure illustrates how AI can transform educational governance by integrating pedagogical, administrative, financial, and territorial data. AI can support dropout prediction, research optimization, budget simulation, and intelligence dashboards. The objective is to move from reactive management toward predictive and performance-oriented governance. To conclude, the study shows that improving educational outcomes is not only in financial issue, it is also a question of governance, data quality, and decision-making capacity. The modernization of educational management information system, combined with artificial intelligence tools, can contribute to more efficient, equitable, and performance-oriented educational governance. However, this transformation requires stronger data governance, improved interoperability, enhanced analytical capacities, and appropriate ethical safeguards. Thank you for your attention, and I will be pleased to answer your question.
Okay. Thank you, Mas Amal. I have two questions. The first is how many samples and how are they collected for observation? Okay, you're in method, you have in observation. Do you use primary data or secondary data?
We don't use data for experimental. It's this research is it's not this study. It's a qualitative study. It's not a quantitative study. We explored the data that government can we give in standard information system. We have information system titled Master. Use it in the all of school in Morocco. We use it this data.
Okay. Thank you. Good.
Thank you.
Amal,
Sir,
uh,
hi, sir.
hi. Nice. But when you apply in the school, because you have not started implementation for in the school, it is just qualitative. Okay. So when you apply, is it feasible to implement in your country in the all school? Because you know the system, the working style and system of the school having maybe different regulation are there, or sometime maybe data privacy and security concern are there. So, is there any planning to find out or resolve this type of problem?
It's the principal challenge is it's to include the data fragmentation, weak interoperability between systems. But the problem it's the integration of educational governments in our country. We have identified students at risk by analyzing multiple indicators such as absenteeism, academic performance, and territorial vulnerability. This allows educational authority to intervene early and allocate support measures for efficacy.
Okay, oh, got it. Nice work. Then continue and apply
Thank
in
you.
your country. Best of luck.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for the presentation. I'd like to call the next presenter, Adil, for the paper title Factors Leading to Reduced Brand Sacralization in Zero Waste Lifestyle Product Brands Among Gen Z Customers. You may start your screen share.
Thank you. Is the screen visible? So, good evening, everyone. So, myself Adil from Amrita School of Business, and I am here to present my paper on behalf of my co-authors Alka and Suresh. The paper title is Factors Leading to Reduced Brand Sacralization in Zero Waste Lifestyle Product Brands Among Gen Z Consumers. So, to start with, the current shift in the industry is towards sustainability and about environmental degradation, where we can see that many more innovations are towards the lesser waste generation kind of thing, and more importance are given towards circular economy and innovation. And to be to be strict the risk and shift towards the reducing recycling kind of thing in the consumer behavior. So also Gen Zs play a major role in such buying behaviors. So when we see at the present or existing papers and research, we can find that there is a lot of work done in emphasizing that buying behavior for such sustainable products. So when we see at the past researches, we can see that there is some lack in study about how these factors affect the brand sacralization. So brand sacralization is like you feel sacred towards the brands and tend to buy it again and tend to follow these ideologies. But it's missing in those research studies, and those factors are in a complex system where we can't say that factors are independent, but they are influencing each other. So what we felt was we have to address that gap where we try to take such factors which leads to lesser brand sacralization in such brands which produce zero waste lifestyle products, and try to find out which are all the factors that influence more towards such behavior, which will address the brand sacralization issues in such brands. And the previous studies shows that there is an importance towards the customer trust and authenticity are the major components, but they do not relate them to the brand sacralization aspect. So the objective of our research is to find out the most influential factors that lead to lower brand sacralization among Gen Z consumers using critical model, ideal model, and typical model. Critical model is the extreme models beyond which the model fails, and the typical is the observed thing, and the ideal is the thing which we try to attain. So the main research questions are to find what are all the factors and how much do they factors influence in the system. So for the study, we had many factors, and after removing repeated factors or less important factors, based on the literature review and thing, we can find seven factors for the study. So the first factor is seeing these products, the zero waste product as just an utility. The second one is lack of emotional connection. Third one is such zero waste product does not reflect our personal identity. And fourth one is sustainability is feeling common thing, it doesn't create any uniqueness. And fifth factor is low trust in their claims. And six and seven are weak visual designs and price feels high for what it offers. So these were the factors that are selected to analyze. And the methodology used was gray influential analysis. So gray influential analysis or GINA is a method where we use to find the gray factors. These factors, that is branch sacralization, and these factors are very subjective and cannot be directly measured. So we use this kind of analysis to find the uncertainty and to quantitatively measure how much the factor is influenced and which factors are the most influential factors in the systems. So to do this, we collected a sample size of 25, and we had to make a question of in a Likert scale, and then we conducted the GINA analysis. So the stages are, the first stage is to select the factors, which the seven factors are selected. The next stage is to make a survey in which we will give a 5-point Likert scale, starting from very high to very low. Then convert and then clean the data, and 23 respondents were selected, leaving off the outliers which affect the system, and then we convert it to white values. That is, we assign some upper limit and lower limit to the subjective words like very low, very high, and then we find out the gray importance coefficient. So based on this study, the most important influential factors that were come out were the second factor and the fifth factor, that is the lack of emotional connection and the low trust in brand green claims. So this table, the table one shows what were the upper limits and lower limits given to the Likert scale. Like for very low, it would be from 0 to 3, and there would be overlapping for these uncertainties. And the second table shows the whitified values for lower bound and then upper bound and the typical model. These charts shows the value for each factors, typical models, white noise influence, and the typical models we can find the total influence. For the second factor, the total influence is 0.299, and for the fifth factor, it is 0.2966. So we can see that these are the two factors which are most influential in the system, and we can also see that their coefficient is higher. And from this, we can see that these are the two main influential factors within the system. The first one is there is a lack of emotional connection towards such products. Now, how this factor influences the other factor is when you lose that emotional connection towards towards this brands, you tend to see it as less personally reflecting to yourself, and it also leads you to see it as only a functional utility which can be easily replaced, and this creates a feeling like it is not unique, and eventually you tend to feel that the price is high. And the second most influential factor is lack of trust in brand green claims. When people get skeptical about the claims that the brand makes, they get less trust towards the brand, which leads to lesser emotional connection. And when there is lesser emotional connection, the other factors tends to be influenced by them. So the conclusion is that this study highlights the emotional engagement and trust and credibility are the important sustainability attributes that should be there in zero waste lifestyle products or some sustainable products. This study would help both the practitioners and in also theory where when the products are getting marketed in a way, they should be emotionally communicated to the consumers rather than the functional use of them, because when these factors are getting influence, they automatically tend to push the other factors, and this puts an importance on the credibility, transparency, and emotional storytelling in the Gen Z's perception. For in future, the research could be extended from just gray influence analysis to structural equational modeling or hybrid models, which would be more statistically significant and would require a large sample size. And likewise, the future research could also be in how, because the Gen Zs are inclined towards the digital technologies, so how digital technologies can affect these two factors, that is the emotional connection and trust building, and how this market can be tapped. If Gen Zs tend to buy these products more, then it promotes lesser waste generation, which helps in better circular economy and sustainable for the planet. So these are all the references, and thank you for your patience. Now I am open to questions.
Thank you, Mr. Adil. I have
Thank
a question for you.
Yeah,
This is interesting to me because it is a more marketing management, like my field.
yes,
So
yes.
my question is why you use term of brand sacralization? What is the brand sacralization, and are there any example for this? Maybe in your country, like what is
So what is brand sacralization
why
is
you
like
use?
how we see a religion. We see it as a sacred thing, which we
Hmm.
stand by, which we follow, and which we abide by. So this term brand sacralization is a term which we give to brands where we reflect ourselves, and we don't go towards that brand as it gives that what we need. We go towards it because we are connected to it emotionally, not at just product level or the service level. We go beyond that, and we tend to follow those brands and get it more like. So in these, to give some obvious examples, we may see some mobile brands getting more sacred by the users. Though we can say there are some limitations in those brands, we can find people going towards the brands because they feel that brands reflect whom we are. Like some brands reflect how I am. So some, to say some sport brands or something. So Gen Zs have that awareness that we have that circular economy is the thing we have to produce less things. But when they don't feel that brand sacralization towards those brands, they easily tend to switch to other brands because sustainable products can easily be replaced by non-sustainable or single-use waste generating products. So that's why we opted to measure these gray factors, sacralization, which couldn't be directly measured.
Okay, thank you for explanation.
Thank you, sir.
It's good, very good research.
Thank you, sir.
Adil,
Yes, sir.
nice survey and work you are doing. Just one query I'm having. Suppose Gen Z, prioritize sustainability value over the brand identity, then what can be the solution for that?
Sir, may you come again? I can't recollect. Like you say, like
Are you
Gen
getting
Z.
my point? What I'm telling?
No, I can't. Like,
Suppose, and so there are the Gen Z normally they are looking not sustainability, they are looking more in the brand identity. But sometimes, few 10% Gen Z may be consider sustainability more compared to brand identity. So are you looking out in that matter also?
yes, sir. Like this research suggests like brands which are doing like this, they should try to get into the emotional level. Because if the Gen Z see the brand as an identity, they have to communicate how it could be their identity. Like they should advertise or market it in such a way where these Gen Zs can say this as an identity because they usually see brands as things. So to make their brand visible or brand stand in the market, they should focus more on the emotional aspect and the trust building aspect. When they trust and feel emotional towards the brand, then they will use these brands as the brands which they usually use. That's what it addresses.
Okay, okay, got it. Nice. Okay, nice work. And continue and elaborate your work.
Yes,
Best
sir.
of luck.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for the presentation. I would like to call the next presenter, Maria Joseph, for the paper title Financial Impact of Cosmetic Purchase Behavior Among Working Women, an empirical study of beauty consumption and personal budget allocation. You may start screen sharing.
Good evening. I am Maria Joseph, a full-time research scholar from Madhya Vishwavidyapitham. And my title of the topic is Financial Impact of Cosmetic Purchase Behavior Among Working Women, an empirical study of beauty consumption and personal budget allocation. Coming to the introduction part, the global beauty and cosmetic industry has explained significantly due to rising incomes, urbanization, social media influence, and changing lifestyle trends. Beauty products are no longer limited to personal grooming. They are linked to self expression, identity, confidence, and emotional well being. Working women represent a major consumer segment in the cosmetics market due to their purchasing power and professional requirements. Workplace environments often encourage a polished appearance, making cosmetics a part of daily professional routines. Regular spending on skincare, makeup, fragrances, hair care, and salon services has become a recurring monthly expenses. Cosmetic consumption is influenced by factors such as income, brand consciousness, product quality, peer influence, and digital marketing. Continuous beauty related spending may affect personal budgets, savings, and other financial priorities. Existing research mainly focus on purchase behavior and brand preferences with limited attention to the financial impact of cosmetic spending. This study examines how cosmetic expenditure affects monthly savings, financial stress, and impulse buying behavior among working women. Coming to the literature review part, cosmetic represents a combination of functional, emotional, symbolic, and social conception, making them an important area for consumer behavior research. Cosmetic purchase are often driven by self-image enhancement, confidence building, identity expression, and lifestyle alignment. Tinkley and Srinivasan found that product safety, natural ingredients, brand trust, social influence, and demographics significantly affect cosmetic purchase intentions. Women consumers tend to exhibit higher brand loyalty, repeat purchase behavior, and preference consistency, leading to recurring beauty related expenses. and accordingly, it validated the lipstick effect theory, showing that women may increase cosmetic spending during economic downturns as an affordable luxury. And cosmetics often serve as emotional rewards and confidence enhancing products even during periods of financial stress. Ethical consumption studies suggest that consumers may continue prioritizing appearance related purchases despite income constraints. Behavioral finance research highlights that frequent low cost purchases can accumulate into significant annual expenditure, often going unnoticed by consumers. Spending on skincare, makeup, salon services, haircare, and fragrances can reduce the capacity for savings and investment. Workplace appearance expectations may encourage continuous cosmetic spending among working women, especially in service and corporate sectors. Cosmetic expenditure can therefore be viewed as a form of lifestyle maintenance consumption influenced by social and professional norms. The present study connects consumer behavior and personal finance, examining cosmetic spending as a measurable economic behavior affecting financial well being. And coming to the scope of the study, it focuses on working women who regularly purchase cosmetic and beauty products. It examines the spending on skincare, makeup, hair care, fragrances, salon services, and grooming products. Investigates the impact of cosmetic expenditure on monthly savings and financial stress. Studies the role of workplace appearance expectations in shaping cosmetic spending. Analyzes the influence of social media on impulse cosmetic purchases, evaluates the effect of income level on beauty spending behavior, and it provides insights into the financial consequences of recurring cosmetic consumption. And coming to the significance of the study, it highlights the growing financial importance of cosmetic spending among working women, examines beauty expenditure as a recurring lifestyle expense rather than a simple personal care cost, provides insights into the relationship between cosmetic spending, savings, and financial well being, helps to understand the influence of workplace appearance expectations on spending behavior, contributes to the field of consumer behavior, behavioral finance, and workplace sociology, assists the policymakers, financial planners, and marketers in understanding women's spending patterns, and it also creates awareness about the long-term financial implications of recurring duty-related purchases. And coming to the research objectives part, these are the 5 research objectives of my study: to examine spending pattern of working women on cosmetic products, to analyze the impact of cosmetic purchase on monthly savings, to assess the relationship between workplace appearance expectations and cosmetic expenditure, to evaluate whether cosmetic spending contributes to financial stress, to test whether income level significantly moderates beauty spending behavior. And these are the hypotheses of my study. The consumer expenditure significantly reduces monthly savings among working women. Workplace appearance expectations positively influence cosmetic spending. Social media influence positively affects impulse cosmetic purchases. Income level has a significant effect on cosmetic expenditure patterns, and higher cosmetic spending leads to increased financial stress. And coming to research methodology part, the study adopts a quantitative, descriptive, and cross-sectional research design. The quantitative approach enables data collection and statistical analysis of the numerical data. Descriptive design focuses on accurately describing the characteristics and behavior of the study of the population, and the cross-sectional design collects the data at a single point in time, providing a snapshot of current spending behavior. And coming to research methodology about the population and sample, the target population for the study was working women aged 22 to 45 years. The respondents are employed in sectors such as IT, banking, education, healthcare, and other service industries. The study area was urban regions of Kerala, India, and it focused on areas influenced by urbanization, changing work cultures, and increasing female workforce participation. And the sample size which I used was 250 respondents, and the sampling technique was purposely sampling, and the geographical scope is limited to urban working women in Kerala to capture region specific and sector specific trends. And coming to the data analysis and results part, this table shows reliability test results. Since all the alpha values are above the recommended threshold of 0.70, the scale demonstrates strong internal consistency, and thus indicates that all that the questionnaire items used in this questionnaire used to measure the cosmetic spending, financial stress, and workplace pressure as statistically dependable for further inferential analysis. And this is the descriptive statistics result. The mean score for social media influence is highest among all variables, that is 4.02, showing that digital platforms and beauty influencers strongly affect purchase decisions. The high mean for workplace appearance pressure, that is 3.91, further suggests that professional expectations also play a major role in motivating this recurring cosmetic expenditure among the women. And this table shows correlation analysis. The cosmetic spending has a positive correlation with the savings reduction and financial stress, and which means that as spending on beauty product increases, these working women are more likely to experience reduced monthly savings and increased financial concern. And the relationship is statistically significant and supports the conceptual assumptions that cosmetic consumption affects personal financial wellness. And coming to the coefficient uh, table, this result shows that all the three predictors have a statistically significant influence on savings reduction, as the p-values are less than 0.05. And among them, the cosmetic spending is the strongest predictor with the highest beta value, that is 0.48, which indicates that increase in beauty-related expenditure have the greatest effect on reducing savings. And workplace appearance pressure shows the second strongest impact, which suggests that the professional grooming expectations encourage this additional spending that affects women's ability to save. And the social media influence also plays a significant role by promoting frequent purchase and impulse buying through online beauty content and advertisements. Overall, the findings suggest that both personal consumption habits and external workplace and the social media influences strongly shape the financial behavior of working women, uh, especially particularly in terms of the savings pattern. And coming to the ANOVA table, which indicates that the regression model is highly statistically significant, which means that the set of predictor variables included in the study collectively explains a significant portion of the variation in savings reduction among the working women. And coming to the regression
Excuse me,
equation,
ma'am.
yeah.
This is a gentle reminder that the presentation time is up. You may conclude in a minute or two.
Yeah, okay, yes. Coming to regression reduction, that is saving reduction is equal to 0.842 plus 0.486, cosmetic spending plus 0.298 workplace pressure plus 0.214 social media influence, suggests that a increase of 1 unit in cosmetic spending is associated with 0.486 unit rise in saving reduction, making it the strongest predictor among the variables considered. And coming to the findings, cosmetic spending has become a regular and planned component of monthly budgets among working women. Regression correlation and over analysis indicates that cosmetic expenditure significantly reduces monthly savings. Cosmetic spending emerged as the strongest predictor of savings reduction. Higher cosmetic expenditure is associated with increased financial stress. Workplace appearance expectations encourage regular spending on beauty and grooming products. Social media significantly influence cosmetic purchases through influencer marketing and digital advertisement. The higher income women spend more on cosmetics, while lower and middle income women maintain consistent spending patterns. And coming to the suggestions, it encourages working women to adopt a structured personal financial planning, allocate a separate monthly budget for cosmetic and beauty related expenses, improve the financial literacy regarding the long term impact of recurring small value purchases, develop a budget friendly bundle subscription plans and loyalty programs to support responsible spending. And coming to the conclusion part, cosmetic consumption has evolved into a significant financial behavior among working women. Cosmetic expenditure has measurable effects on savings and financial well-being. Cosmetic expenditure is the most significant factor contributing to saving reduction. Rising cosmetic spending is associated with increased financial stress. Workplace appearance pressure and social media influence reinforce recurring beauty-related spending. And the study bridges the consumer behavior and personal finance by examining the final consequence of the beauty spending. That's about my presentation. Thank you. So I'm open to the questions, sir.
Okay, good, Maria. I
Thank
just
you.
one question is why don't you record income? You are
Income.
talking about spending. That's right, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Is there a reason why you don't take income?
Why I don't took income as a factor in this?
Yes, yeah, you at least you
Yes,
only
actually,
data in
it
spending.
is mentioned in the study that women are not spending according to their income. I mean,
Mm.
there that is included in the study, but not as worst. It does not kept as a factor. But in the study, we understand that women spend on cosmetics is not based on their income level. That's one of the findings of the study.
Okay, that's good. I think my suggestion is try, yeah. You combine descriptive and statistical data in your analysis, not only a statistical analysis, yeah.
Okay,
Combine
sure,
your.
sure, sure, sir, sure.
Okay,
Okay,
that
sir,
is
sure.
good. Thank you, Maria.
Thank you, sir.
Maria, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Uh, One question. Can you tell me, according to you, what is the practical solution to increase the saving and less expend uh, on the cosmetic product? Yeah, one solution, according to you, is to spend affordable
Yeah.
to take affordable cosmetic or only rely on the branded cosmetic. What
No,
do you say?
sir. They can affordable cosmetics varies from person to person. Like that, if they are earn more, they can spend on cosmetics according to their income. So they can buy affordable cosmetics, but that that will change from person to person. Maybe 1,000 rupees of cosmetics is affordable to a person who having a 30,000 of income, and a person having a 1 lakh of income can afford a 5,000 rupees of lipsticks also. So they can buy cosmetics according to their income, but the affordability means varies from person to person.
What about the, I think your survey is only on working women,
Yes,
correct?
sir. Yes.
So, many non-working women also spend huge on the cosmetic products.
Yes, sir.
So, uh,
Uh,
if
yeah.
possible in future, you can
Yeah.
also do the survey and you can prepare even comparative study also. So that will,
Okay. Yeah.
impact your research.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure, sir. Sure.
That is from my side. Depending on your
Okay.
requirement, you can do.
Sure.
Otherwise, nice survey, you can continue. Best of
Okay.
luck.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for the presentation. Now I would like to call the next presenter, Pranav Vinod, for the paper title GST and Financial Inclusion, an empirical study of small businesses formalization in Kerala. Do we have Pranav? Okay. We can go to the next author, Meli Azwari, for the paper title Integrating Halal and Green Supply Chains as Drivers of Port Operational Sustainability at Tanjung Priok Port. Ma'am, you're on mute. Yes, ma'am, you may start screen sharing.
Sorry.
Yes. Your screen is visible. You may start. Yes, it is visible, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Hello. Hello.
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
So-
Are you able to hear me, ma'am?
Can you see?
Yes, the screen is visible.
Hello. Okay. Good afternoon, respected chairperson, honorable reviewers, and distinguished participants on this ocean. We would like present our research title, Integrating Halal and Green Supply Chain as a Driver of Port Operational Sustainability at Tanjung Priok. This research included by Meli Azuri and Abdurrahman Faris Himawan. Before go to into the main discussion, I will briefly explain the structure of the person. We will start from the background of the study, followed by research objective and conceptual framework. Then we will explain the research methodology, respondent profile, and key finds. After that, we will discuss the dominant result, managerial implication, and finally the inclusion. The research begins from the important role of the port in the global trade and logistics system. However, in the modern condition, port are facing several challenges that include high cargo volume, operational convention, environmental pressure, regulatory compliance requirement, and also increased expense from stakeholder because this challenge port no longer expanded to focus only on and efficiency. They also require implement sustainability operations strategy that balance economic performance, social responsibility, and environmental protection. Based on the background, this study aims to examine three main relationships. First, the effect of halal supply chain on operational sustainability. Second, the effect of sustainability supply chain on operational sustainability. And third, the simultaneous effect of both halal and sustainable supply chain on operational sustainability at Tanjung Priok. In this study, we use two independent variable. The first, a halal supply chain, which focus on segregation of the goods, traceability system, and compliance and logistic operation. The second, sustainable supply chain, which focus on the green logistic practice, such as energy efficiency, emission reduction, waste management, and environmental protection. But variable are analyzed to see their effect on operational sustainability, which constant of economic, social, and environmental performance in port operation. This study uses a quantitative associative approach. The first of the method is to analyze the relationship between variable statistically, and the research was included at Tanjung Priok Airport, Indonesia. We collect data from 2006 respondents, consisting of terminal operation, right forwarder, and warehouse personnel who are directly involvement in port operation. The data was analyzed using multilinear and regression with the SPSS to measure and the effect of the each independent variable on operational sustainability. This slide show the character of the respondent. Most of the respondents are male with the percentage of 72.8%, while the female respondent are 27.2%. Majority are between 36 to 45 years old. For work experience, most respondents have been stick to 10 years of experience in the port operation. This indicate that data comes from experienced practitioners who understand real operation condition in the field. The result of the analysis showed that both variables have a significant effect on operational sustainability. Halal supply chain has a confidence of 0.248, while sustainable supply chain has a higher confidence of 0.702, but are statistically insignificant, which means a both variable contribute to operational sustainability, but with different level influence. The most important finding in this study is that the sustainable supply chain is the dominant factor affecting operational sustainability. This is because it has a direct impact on core operational aspects such as the energy use, emission control, and research efficiency. Meanwhile, halal supply chain is a more focused on system government and compliance aspect, which have a more incredible effect on operational performance. Based on the findings, there are three main implications. First, how logistic system needs to be strengthened through better stagnation, trackability, and standardized operational products. Second, green practice shall be a chance, especially in time of emission reduction, energy efficiency, and waste management. Third, this is important to develop and integrate the halal green logistics system and improve about complete and sustainability performance in the port operation. Inclusion, this study confirmed that both halal supply chain and sustainable supply chain I have a position and significant effect operational sustainability. However, as sustainable supply show a stronger influence compared to halal supply chain. The model used in this study is able to explain approximately 60.5% of the variant in operational sustainability. In this show that the combination of the governments. Finally, this study highlight that the sustainability cannot be achieved through a single dimension approach. It requires the integration of both the government's based logistic and environmental sustainability practice that includes our person. Thank you very much for your attention, and we are ready for question and discuss.
Okay. Good evening, Melly.
Good evening, sir.
Okay, I have a question. Is there a difference in treatment between halal and non-halal or general supply chains? Are there any examples? And number two is who are the respondents? Director or manager or who?
The objective of the study was to extend operation practice, and therefore, respondents who are directly involved in daily logistic and per operation, we are considering more approach because they can provide first-hand information regarding the actual implementation of halal and sustainable supply chain activities.
Okay, my first question is different treatment in halal or general or non-halal supply chains, all the same?
Thank you for the question. While the halal and convention supply chain share many operation activities such as transportation, warehouse, and distribution, halal supply chain involve additional requirements to press the halal integrity of the product throughout the entire supply chain. For the example, halal product many require segregation from non-halal products during storage and transportation to prevent cross commodition. There are also traceability and clarification requirements to ensure completion with the halal standard. Therefore, the basic logistic operation and many be similar, but halal supply chain include the actional control and monitoring machines that are not necessary requirement and conventional supply chain.
Okay, thank you, Melly. Thank you for
Thank you.
explanation.
Melly,
Yes, sir.
in your presentation, you mentioned that the specific age group, 36 to 45, I think age. So, is there any logic to select only this age group?
Group.
You mentioned respondent slide in that the age specific limit is the 36, I think 36 to 45 age, if I'm not wrong. So why that so? Is there any logic to select only this age group range participant, male and female?
Thank you for the question. Actually, the age range to 26 and 55 years was not a selection and criterion in this study. Respondents were selected based on their involvement in the port logistic operation. Regardless of age, the result show the majority of the respondents had planned to be in the 36 for 45 acute group presents the sample this reflection and the workforce complication of composition of the operation sector at Tanjung Priok, where many employees I have a substantial professional experience. Therefore, the egg distribution was an outcome of the survey rather than a requirement for participant.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Best of luck.
Thank you for the presentation.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Now I would like to call the next presenter, Swaramrit Kohli, for the paper title Magnetic Extraction of Microplastics from Simulated Human Blood Using PEG Chitosan Coated Super Paramagnetic Ion Oxide Nanoparticles, SPIONs. Do we have Suramrit? No. Yeah. So we have the next author, Anamika Saini, for the paper title UCF 101 dataset based video steganography using 2 LSB embedding and ML based steganalysis. Any co-authors or other authors which are present for Pranav Vinod? We also have Suramrit Kohli and Anamika Saini.
Hello, good evening, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay. I'm sharing my screen.
Yes, it is visible. You may start.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. So, good evening to all of you. I'm a research scholar from DCRUST University, representing my video steganography topic that is related for hiding the information for security of data. I am using UCF 101 dataset for my research work. Because of using this UCF 101 dataset, I have a large calculation and measurements which I am sharing on my screen right now. The motivation and problem statement is that for using secure multimedia communication, for hiding the secret image in video file, I can also use image as an stego file, or you can say a cover frame. But I am using video file because by using video file, it enhanced my space to hide the video in pixel forms. And I am using ML as the detectability evaluation for findings the stagnalysis process. The point is that I am using the digital communication when I am sharing my information that can be confidential, or I don't want to share my personal details with anyone. Then I can use the steganography process also for hiding as a security layer. I can use a cover video, and for cover video, I use frame 1, frame 2, frame 3, and according to the size and the availability of the frames in that individual video. After that, I choose the pixels from that cover video, and using the LSB method for hiding my exact data or the converted or secret data in that individual process by using 2LSB embedding method. The 2LSB embedding method means LSB stands for least significant bit, and I am using 2LSB here so that the detectability is more less, and I can achieve more secure bits for hiding the individual information. And after doing the whole process, the stego video file is given to me, and after the file is generated, I used SVM, CNN, and XGBoost classifiers for identifying and for stagnalysis, and then I calculate the different matrices. The objectives of the study is implementation. The first one, the second one is use the UCF benchmark dataset so that I can compare with the latest studies also, because UCF dataset 101 dataset is having 13K plus videos for checking or in evaluating the results in different platforms. And for quality matrices, I just compare the frames values with PSNR, MSC, and RMSC. And for ML classifiers, I use SVM, CNN, and XGBoost so that I can calculate all the matrices by which I can compare the stego file and the original file, and after that the stagnalysis process. All the three combinations are applied in this research method. And for after all the implementation, the accuracy, FN score, and AUC ROCV is also calculated. The proposed research framework is based upon this. I used the dataset 101. I have 13K plus videos for selection, but I choose only one category from that individual 101 because I just work on small dataset right now. And after that, the video file is selected, frames are extracted from the video files, and the image I want to store or I want to hide inside that individual frame, I just convert the pixels value from the process using 2LSB method. And the 2LSB method is converted and then stored the video frames in stego files. And after that, the quality assessments are done. And after that, the classifiers are implemented, SVM, CNN, and XGBoost. That will enhance my research work. And for the performance comparison, I used FN score and accuracy for finding the final evaluation of my work. These are some samples which I have taken from 101 dataset. These are the video samples. And a simple process is implemented to evaluation. All the frames are checked and their LSBs are changed according to the algorithm, and the secret image is hide inside the video file, and then the qualities are measured. When I implemented the whole process, I used Python as my software requirement, and used different files, different libraries for my implementation. And all the process is done with these are given software and hardware details which I have implemented for using my system. And these are the final comparison values which I have done only on 101 videos. I don't use all the 13K videos. I just analyze 101 videos from one individual dataset. The PSNR value is 42, that is good. The MSE is large as compared to the previous papers. That is not also good, because when I compare the values from the previous or latest research papers, the MSE, we can small down the value by using different hybrid methods also. And in my future work, I will definitely do it by using the hybrid methods in my this proposed work also. And these are the SVM, CNN, and XGBoost result when I implement on my system. The XGBoost is given me 96.63 accuracy. That is more efficient as compared to the different two methods. And these are the conclusions that 2LSB method, because it is only a basic method, I don't use the advanced method for implementation. But in future work, I will do it by doing with the different hybrid methods also. And for comparative analysis also, I will use these different methods. And for business purposes, I can also use this steganography topic, because when I use this topic in the business field, then the information of the clients, the prototypes, the files which we can't share from for all the peoples, then I can use this as a security layer purpose in my business environment also. These are my findings, or these are my strategies for implementing the steganography topic in the real world application or problem, I can say. And that's it from my side. Is there any question? Then I am happy to answer.
Okay, thank you, Saini. Uh, I have just one question. What's new about your research, and what are its limitations? It's
Sir.
only that is okay.
Yes, sir. Sir, limitations are there are a lot of limitations right now, which I have seen when I'm implementing my topic. Because this is the first limitation is this is the basic strategy of LSB, and that is old also. So I need to implement more efficient method by using hybrid or new methods also I can implement. So this is the one limitation, and the second one is also there, which I felt during the implementation process, that MSC is showing me the large value that is not okay with the when I compare with the previous papers also. So these are my key findings, or we can say we can enhance, or we can change our perception by using hybrid methods or new methods also for implementation. I can use random pixel methods, pixel value differencing methods, and edge detection method. These are the new methods I can use in my research also.
Okay, thank you, Saini.
Thank you, sir.
Good explanation.
Anamika,
Yes, sir.
nice work. You use SVM, CNN, and XGBoost. Okay,
Yes, sir.
correct.
Yes, sir.
Have you tried JNN or any other net?
No, sir. I am just implemented these three methods, classifiers only. I am trying these remaining also in my next research or comparative analysis paper. I will compare with different UCF and HGF data set also, and then I will implement all these classifiers on that. And then comparative analytic paper I will also going to made in future.
And you perform for 101 video. I think your data set you have taken.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, what about the accuracy? More than 90?
No, sir, no, sir. Accuracy, when I'm talking about XG boost, then it is 96 something.
Okay.
And in SVM and CNN, it is very less as compared to XG boost.
Yes, because if you try in GNN, I think accuracy you will get 90, more than 98%. If
Yes,
I'm
sir,
not
yes, sir.
wrong,
I
you
will
can try.
definitely, yes, 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 sir. I will definitely
Because in
try.
SVM and CNN, the problem is what you are doing the feature extraction.
Yes,
So
sir.
we also personally face, because I am also working in AML coding based drug
Okay.
discovery,
Yes, sir.
and we use neural network. So we face the so many challenging in the SVM and in
CNN.
CNN.
Yes, sir.
The base choice is CNN. Normally we try in CNN first, but when we extract the features, so in images and video, the hybrid model is good. GNN, if you use, so we can get the accuracies nice,
Okay,
and
okay.
there will be no any harsh comment you will get when do the publication and in future any
Yes, sir.
one.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay, so it's
Yes, sir.
it's my suggestion. You can try if time permit. You can do. Otherwise, very nice. You select the topic and very nice presentation also you have done.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you so much, sir. I will definitely do it on my next paper for comparative analysis.
So, best of luck.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for the presentation. I'd like to call if Pranav Vinod is in the meeting. Pranav Vinod and Suramrit Kohli. Yeah, I don't think we have them. So we'll start with the closing remarks. I sincerely thank all the authors for their excellent presentations and contributions in this session, and all our participants for being a part of this international conference. I hope this session was informative enough. We, on behalf of the whole team, thank you for the support during the virtual conference. We'll be very happy to have you in the next version in 2027. All the presenters would be getting their digital certificates through email within 2 working days. The publications will be live within 7 to 8 months. Kindly cooperate with the same with the team of TIBS 2026. I would also like to thank the session chair, Sri Bhamantoro and Ashish Patel sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Also, I would request everyone to kindly switch on their videos to take a photo. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.